a lady was going to be baptized. And the preacher, as an old timer, the preacher, they got together and all of them went down to the creek. You know, they used to baptize in the creek. Now they baptize the church, have a pool. But at that time, they all were baptized in the creeks and rivers, you know. And so they had them baptized 2 or 3. And this lady, she saw an alligator out behind her, the preacher. And the preacher said, "Come on, sister, to the water and be baptized." Said, "No, I don't like that thing behind you." Said, "Don't let the devil fool you. Come on and be baptized. It's your only time to be saved." "I don't like that thing behind you." So the preacher said, "Don't let the devil fool you." He said, "Come on down to the water and be baptized." "I just don't like that thing behind you." So she finally come on down to the water, and she looked and saw him again. And she said, "I just don't like that thing behind you." And so the preacher looked back. He said, "No, by God, and I don't either."
The folktale is an oral history of black life. Storytellers speak the language of their community through the protest tale, the religious tale, the obscene toast, and the dirty dozens. We filmed in the black section of Leland, a small town in the Mississippi Delta. Shelby Brown lived most of his years in Leland, where he ran a blues juke joint, and friends call him Papa Jazz.
Because where they used to plow the folks here at home and chop cotton daylight in the morning. The niggas get out there and wait till the Lord to be even looking at the sun. So hurry, sun down, let the morning shine. And when the sun go down, they didn't stop work to wake them so hard. They learn the blues from that. And then they learn the blues from the women. You can get the blues by the woman. Go kiss and hug and won't see her till 3, 4 nights looking for her, you get the blues there. You understand me now? You touch one up like. And you don't see her 3, 4 days, that'll give you the blues. Most anything like that'll give you the blues now. And Mississippi got most of them anyway. So all the blues people come up here singing the blues. They couldn't say nothing else, but not say nothing else around there. But the blues. That's what you gonna do? Got your pen up, you're working every day, getting the cribbed up there, you can't get them money. You gotta be there singing the blues. Can't go nowhere on the white man's place. Understand me now? What you gonna do? They take you out of school. You make us quit going to school. To wake the land. Then we had to get off the place if we didn't do it. I did that several times right here. Leland, I've been on the place like that. Made my uncle move. Because we wouldn't stop school to go to work. Why don't you give me some mine? Take my number, man. My lips down to my toes. I don't care what nobody says. You can hit me in my nose and dig my soul. But this good, nice, cool whiskey here, the way this son of a bitch goes. kiss my grandmama for the.
Uh-oh.
James Thomas is a blues singer in Leland. He began working in a cemetery with his grandfather, who was a one-armed grave digger.
And I got where I liked it, you know, dig graves. I was always farm. I never did no easy work. And I thought digging graves was all right for me. But my health got bad and I just couldn't handle the job. Because that's one thing, I always be on time on a funeral. I've never been 10 minutes late the whole time I was working for the funeral home. I always would be ahead of time because I want to try to get everything looking good for the family. Well, he didn't have but one arm, and he used a 3-foot shovel. So I used to come out and help him. He'd tell me, he said, I believe I can beat you digging. I said, well, I got 2 hands. He said, that don't make no difference. And he wouldn't eat no breakfast. He'd drink a cup of coffee. And he'd come out here and he'd dig the grave. And so he learned me how they do it and how Mr. Boone wanted everything done. And after he died, I taken a job. This is a small story about a fella called Graveyard John. So, old Miss died, and John worked around the house. So at that time, there wasn't no funeral home. They had old Miss Wilder there in the house. And old Miss had on some diamond rings and watches and things, and John was spotting that stuff. He's supposed to have been sweeping up. But the people who was in there at the waiting room, they said, John, say, keep a sweeping now. Yes, ma'am, old Miss, I'm sweeping. And that night, he went to the cemetery to dig old Miss up. And old Miss wasn't dead. She had went off in trance. John, he got the top off the box. And he got his head down there, and he first thought he heard something. I'm going to get them rings. I ain't going to let nothing scare me off of them rings. And John went back there, and he got one of the rings, but one ring was on there so tight he couldn't get it. Old Miss clamped him, and out the grave he come with her on his back. And John wasn't hollering nothing but day. And said she fell off at their house. And when she went in, that upset the family. She said, oh, what you doing here? Said, John saved my life. Said, wherever he is, said, don't y'all bother him because he saved my life. They got me. I hit that now because that ain't sitting direct over the grave. No way. That'll take care of that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, then.
Mary Gordon was baptized and raised in the Rose Hill community. Her grandmother was brought to this country as a slave and is buried beside the Rose Hill Church.
That's not a hymn. It's just old saying, old song. It's most a main song, though, but anybody can sing what one. It's about the rooster and the preacher. The rooster, our Father, who art in heaven, the preacher owed me $10 and paid me $7. The kingdom come, I will be done. If I hadn't took the $7, I wouldn't have gotten none. Had to fight about my money, what he owed me, you shall be free. Some people say that a preacher wouldn't steal. I caught about 7 minimum watermelons per year, cutting and slicing and tearing up my vine. Say, my vine brother, you shall be free. Say the rhymes, you shall be free. Don't rob me, you shall be free. Oh, when the good Lord set you free. When I first moved to Memphis, Tennessee, went out on my front porch walking around. I invite the preacher over to my house, washed his face, combed his head. Next thing he wanted to do, slip in my bed. I caught him by the head, man, kicked him out the door. Don't allow no preacher around my house no more. Don't like him, you shall be free. They'll rob you, you shall be free. Steal your daughter, you shall be free. Take your wife from me, you shall be free. Oh, when the good Lord set you free.
He has a telephone, and when trouble arises, he can call on his gold. What I love about him, the line is never busy. You can call in the morning, and you can call at high 12. And what I love about him, you can call late hours of midnight. I read a story once of a Paul Parrot. You know, I'm talking birds. It was a church close around a jerk house, and that bird would sit up there and talk and go on with them, carry on, fun, whatnot. So eventually they thought they would move the church and carry on down the road about a mile or so further from that jerk house. So when they got down there and had the opening for that service, that Paul Parrot, he was still there. He's sitting up at the church. And the preacher come out there and said, Paul Parrot, he said, now we left your place down that juke house and come way up here so we wouldn't hear all that noise. He said, yes, Ella, but you got the same gang. The same gang, the same gang that go to the juke house, go to the church.
You know, like school children, we used to play out, play a little marble, shoot a little ball and everything, you know. So it's two brothers, you know, one is a church member, the other he was a hell member. That means the hell member, that's what you call it. Or he shoot some crap and everything. Anyway, he's a sinner. So they's all sitting there one day and was studying. Said, hey, brother, said, look, you go to church all the time. He said, what you go to church? I said, I go to church to pray to go to heaven. He said, why don't you pray, brother? I said, no, I said, I ain't gonna pray. He said, now, I'll tell you what you do. He said, let's make a bet. See which one gonna die the first. They made the bet. The brother said, you gonna die. Now, that's what this boy told him was in heaven. Now, he didn't die first. The hell one died and went to hell. So they all told him, well, I'm gonna ask the Lord, say, if I die, say, I'm gonna ask him, let me come down and see you in hell. So sure enough, this old boy, you know, he died. And he got up in heaven, he thought about his brother died in front of him. He said, you know, me and my brother talked, said, I'm going to ask the good Lord, could I go see my brother? Heaven is a good place because that honey, you got honey and that milk and stuff, you drink up that good wine and stuff, you know. You know, that's a good place. But this boy, he went on the hill, he wouldn't pray. He got up there, so he called Jonas, said, Jonas. I said, what? Come here, Jonas. I said, go get the Lord and tell him. I said, what you want to know? We'll see what the Lord said. I want the Lord. I said, go get him in. Jonas went on, got the Lord and brought him up there. He said, Lord, he said, I just want to ask you one question. He said, will you please, sir, give me a pathway and go down the hill and see my brother? He said, well, look. I said, now, I'll give you somewhere. He said, but now I'm going to give you a certain time to get back here. Said, if you don't be back here in that time, so you can't get back here. He said, that's all right, Lord. Said, I'll be back here on time. He gave him them wings. He just let him stretch them out. They went on down in the hill. When he got in there, he hit on the door. Guy on the big horse there, you know, that's the devil's imp. What do you want? I want to see my brother. Come on in. You know, he wanted everybody to get in the hell in the house. He went on there with the big wings flopping on him, you know. He went in there. He said, who you looking for? I said, I'm looking for my brother. So he died a few years ago and told me to come to see him come to see me if I die. I said, I'm here to see him. I said, why you at? I'm out of heaven. I said, don't you see my wings? You flopping. He said, what's your brother's name? He said, Enix. He went on there and called these, and he didn't want to say nothing. He said, wait a minute. I said, come on, don't you know him when you see him? He said, yeah, I know my brother's been dead that many years. I know him. Went on back in there and looking. He looked. Here's playing crafts here. Here's shooting cars over here. Here's done some everything. Here's some long-haired women here. And he looked and said, wait a minute. I said, Enix? He said, that's my brother right there. The women had him, hugged him, kissed him, the hair all over him, He said, did I used to do that in hell? He's from heaven. He said, yeah. I said, man, we pictured the bitch here. We pictured the bitch here. He said, what? He said, showing him a little gal. She looked, Enix? He said, this your brother? I said, yeah. She put his arm around her hair, hit him up in the hair. He said, I said, I ain't never had this good treatment up in heaven. He said, man, said, don't be no fool. That's what the brother told him. He said, when he looked around where the brother, he was gone. The gal had him and gone in the room. He said, when he hit on him, hey, brother, said, you staying too long, so you know you got to be back up in heaven. At a certain time, he said, that's all right, said, I'll be there directly. He's in the room, the gal had him in the room. Whoa, he started thinking when the gal got through with him, everything knocked him off. He woke up and looked at his watch. He said, it's 12 o'clock. He said, I'm supposed to be back in heaven at 9. Said, hit on the door, said, what you want? Said, man, give me my way. Let me get back to heaven. So I got to go back to heaven. Said, I don't know, stay's my time. Said, yeah, take this damn way and get out of here. He got his wing, flew on back to heaven. When he got to heaven, he had to ring the bell. Ooh, when nobody said nothing. Ooh, he shook the bars. He said, ain't nobody in this song. I said, they may not let me back up in heaven. Ooh, he kept so much noise, this guy rode up and said, who is that? Said, you know who I am. I said, I'm the man that you sent to hell on the wings. Said, who you want to see? I want to see the Lord. Said, the Lord sleep. You can't see him this time of night. Please let me see him. Said, I just cried, God, please let me see the Lord. He said, well, you're keeping so much noise, waking everybody up. Said, I'm going to get the Lord. So he got the Lord and brought the Lord back up. Lord spoke up. So what do you want? He said, Lord, I just want to let you know one thing. Said, I brought these damn wings back to you. He said, I'm going back to damn hell while I come. Said, you take these son of a bitches. Here it is. Ain't went on back to hell. No bullshit. I ain't lying either. I ain't lying.
Well, mama, don't lie, don't guitar playing in there. Well, mama, don't lie, don't guitar playing in them. Big Dub don't either. We don't care what your mama don't lie. We're gonna play a little bit in our house. Well, mama, don't lie, don't push it around, yeah. Well, mama, don't lie, don't push it around, yeah. We don't care what mama don't lie.
The great Joe Skillet, better known as Skeet, would tell one of the world's most famous jokes.
Down with the wall, called the players called y'all. You said, get your 99 women, now I'm gonna get your wall. I got to 50 minutes, I broke them all. Shine got sick. Shine with the doctor with a dick in his hands. The doctor was fucked up man. Doctor goes, Shine, lay your dick up on the table. I'm gonna cut it off up to your neighbor. Shine said, you better cut it off right to the bone, because leave it kind of me, I'm gonna fuck right on. Shine said, doctor, that's the best you can do. He said, hell no, I gotta take some nuts all too.
Well, I thought your mammy sat on the fence selling pussy for 15 cents. Down come a bee and stung on the ass. She raised that price to $1.50.
Go ahead on, Fred.
Sit down, man. I fucked your man behind the Jeep, had your daddy scared to pee. Usually you tell him when you're angry at somebody and you don't want to hit him, so you insult him like that instead of fighting. No, you can just do it for fun.
Sometimes we chopping cotton in the field. You ever tell them whoever called shooting out is a rub. Who can last long, who know the more. You go so far that one man run out, then you win, you the champ.
Before I forget this toast, I want to tell you about it. I met a lady, she was from Nebraska. She said, I wouldn't give you none if you asked me. She said, I'm a high-toned bitch. I don't fuck nothing but the rich. And said, you'd be a poor son bitch if you asked me.
Yes, if I was a catfish, swimming deep down in the sea, I would have all you women pulling and snatching after me. You come on that way. I said 30 days in jail, with my back turned wall to wall. Write a letter home to my mama and tell her whiskey and the women called it all. Baby, if you ain't joking, well, I don't have no right to kill. Yes, I go home with you, baby, and let your bad man catch me. Bad man catch me there.
Just keep on living and you be like me. Old son gone now. He don't want to hear this. He gonna get like me one of these days. You know, I thank you all for everything that you ever did for me. But there's one thing I thank you for. One thing. Look at you, Lord, have mercy upon my soul. How many chickens that I ever stole? 4 last night and 5 before. I'm going back now to get some more. Thank you.